What's up, Reason? How is life?
Good.
I want to ask you about some rap beefs that you had previously. Is that okay with you, Reason?
Any questions you want to ask me is always good.
Okay. You had some beef in the past, like with Haas and Butchie B from Bloodbath, Medicine Chance Kizzy, and Tony Guns from COA, Sice and Quilly Bills. Were any of the beefs real?
Yeah, all of them was real, but they went to the extreme with some of them. But all of them, especially one with Haas and Butchie B, the ones with 12 Bills. Yeah, it was for real. But like I said, all of them went to the extreme as some others.
Okay, if you could remember, Reason, who was the rappers that you had beef with first, and how did y'all start beefing?
Well, the first person I had rap beef with was, Haas, Butchie B from Bloodbath. That was my first time ever having rap beef with anybody. And unfortunately for me, that was around the time where I first started rapping. So, that was my first rap beef, rap battle, whatever you want to call it. And we was going back and forth and stuff like that on record.
Okay, from my understanding, me following the GMB history, you and your camp was beefing with COA for like 2 years straight. What happened and how did y'all settle the beef?
God rest his soul, it started over my friend named Evan. We grew up on 62nd Street when I was younger. That's where my grandmama originally lived at. So that's where I was living at. And, Evan was from down the street. And, that was my homie. God rest his soul. He had passed away. Now, me and Chance, we never liked each other when we was little. So it was always a little animosity. So around the time I just had finished beefing with Haas and Butchie B from Bloodbath, I started beefing with them. And when you coming up in the underground, everybody hungry. So I'm doing my thing, getting my name up, and eventually, words were said, people was instigating like, oh, Reason gonna come at you for, and Chance gonna come at you, because they had put out we were supposed to put out a record, a Rest in Peace record for Evan. And Chance and Meta from COA, they had did the record when they told me that they was gonna do the record, and never put me on the record. So, me just being me, talking shit, talking trash, excuse my language, talking trash, I would be like, yo, I'm going to diss Chance, this, that, and that, and eventually, they dissed me. They dissed me first, and when they dissed me first, I started, bombing away. I started dissing them back. And back to the Haas and Butchie B situation, because I never finished touching on that like I was supposed to. Me and Haas was actually friends, like close friends. I don't like the term best friends, but we was real close friends. Like, he slept in my basement with me. We ate off the same plate together. He ate out my refrigerator. He looked out for me, I looked out for him. But that went sour over, bail money and situations like that. So that's how that got critical. And then when I started rapping, he just started bombing me away. I tried to bomb back, but unfortunately for me, that was around the first time where I started rapping. And, and Butchie B, I can understand where he was marketing her, so he was telling her to go at me because I was the person that everybody knew. So what better way is to get her to come at somebody like me? To get your buzz up. And unfortunately, it worked. But the beef was real. I was ready to crack his head open. He was ready to crack my head open. It was going there. But then, situations happen where you feel like you can talk things out. But back to the Chance and Metta, the whole COA thing, same situation, same thing, you know. Started with Chance, but you know, Metta was the brainstorm of everything. So he was the person that I went at because he was involved, just like Kizzy and Tony Guns. They felt like they had to put their 2 cents in it, and my camp felt like they had to put their 2 cents in it. So that's how that beef started, all over the Evans situation. And I felt like they said fuck me, so I felt like fuck you. And so when I said it, they eventually dissed me, and you know, I always responded. And one day, everybody was just like, yo, we can do this music shit together. We ain't gotta keep dissing each other. We did that already. Everything in the past, win, lose, or draw, we made good music. It was entertainment, it was fun, but it's time to move on and make some good music together. So that's how we squashed it.
Okay, let's talk about Sice. You and Sice was cool, but clearly, I'm not sure if y'all still cool. So what happened with the whole Sice beef?
Now we cool. Everything. Let me clear the air. I'm cool with everybody now. It's 2012. It's going on 2013, and then everybody I've been made music with that I had problems with in the past, or I done made music with the people out they can't. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, me and Sice and Jack Raw got a record on, Whitney Houston mixtape. Rest in peace to Whitney. But they on a Whitney Houston mixtape featured on that and all that. So, but back to the point how it all started, he felt some kind of way because, this is what I'm hearing. And when we talked about it, this is what we talking about. He felt some kind of way because I named my CD King of the Hill. So when I started saying that, when I made my project King of the Hill, originally he was supposed to be saying he was the King of the Hill. And he felt some kind of way because I named the King of the Hill, and I started screaming I'm the King of the Hill and stuff like that. Whatever the situation may have been, it was just a miscommunication. But when he bombed on me, I felt like I had to bomb back. When I bombed back, my camp felt like they had to get in it. Jim B. Black Flag Movement, that was the whole attitude that we was on. For me, it wasn't that personal with the whole Sice beef. It was just, I'm coming up and doing my thing, and you trying to kill that, and I couldn't let you kill it. But for people who don't know, all them people I was actually a fan of before I started rapping. I used to listen to Sice. I used to listen to Oz. I used to listen to Butcher. You know what I mean? But, that's what happens in rap. So, that's how that started. That's how that started. Excuse me. That's how that started.
Now let's talk about Quilly Bills.
Quill Bills?
Oh, okay. Quill Bills. Exactly my point. Never heard of the dude. Can't even pronounce his name.
Oh.
But anyway, I'm hearing, I've been hearing people been speculating, there's rumors and shit saying that you and your camp, y'all kind of ended his career. I never even heard of Bull. So anyway, what made y'all do that?
Well, he's I don't like to say I ended nobody's career. I don't like that term that my camp ended nobody's career. But what I will say is we did bomb on him. And the reason why we bombed on him because he kept saying, Haas is better than me and my camp. And basically, to me, I took it like no disrespect, but I took like he was like dick riding Bloodbath and all that. So, and then when I found out that he really dissed me, I felt like my back was against the wall, and and my camp felt like their back was against the wall. During that time, when somebody diss you, you have to respond. If you don't respond, then you lost from the door. That's the way that we was taking it. Plus, we was hungry, young, upcoming. We was trying to tear everything out the frame who violated us verbally. But, you know, shout out to Quill Bills.
Okay. I have seen on one of your blogs that you have mentioned you won some battles and you felt like you have lost some battles. Which battles do you think that you lost?
Like I said, unfortunately for me, against the Bloodbath, me personally, I felt like I lost that battle. You know, I keep it 103 at all times. And the reason why I say that is because that's when I just had first start rapping. Like, I don't even, like today is 2012, going into 2013. Around that time, it was 2005, 2006. Everybody who's been following me know I don't sound like nothing like I sound now back in 2005, 2006. So, and, you know, they buzz was on the incline after that. They was climbing up to the top, and I would just get my feet in the dirt, you know what I mean? Get my feet wet. So that's why I felt like I lost that one. By then, by all the rest of the battles on the beat, I had been rapping for a few years now, so I learned how to write the chords, I learned how to write the hooks, I learned how to pick the beats and stuff like that. So, that's pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, I have seen lately that you have worked with Medicine, Chance, Kizzy, and Sice before. Is there any artist that you would work with after y'all have beef in the past?
Oh yeah, like I said, let me explain something. Everybody I had beefs with, excuse me, everybody I had beef with, and I felt like I had to diss, that's because I was responding. So, I'm a man first, so I'm willing to let stuff go if we're going to create this masterpiece and create music, stuff like that. So, I'm willing to do music with anybody. And for the most part, most of them I done did music with. I done did music with Sice. I done did music with Haas. I done did music with Meta. I done did music with Chance. Me and Meta are working on something bigger than ever now. You know what I mean? We're trying to get a concert together. You know what I mean? We're trying to get these charity events together and stuff like that. Well, he's trying to get it together. I'm just, you know, getting behind him and helping him. I mean, to create something positive. So, you know, I didn't have one of the biggest records with Chance. Rest in peace to the hood. You know what I mean? So, that should tell you something right there. For the people who don't know, I didn't have one of the biggest records with him. So, I'm willing to do music with anybody. Long as, you know, ain't nobody on no nut stuff and, you know, keeping it going. So, but that's to answer your question.
Okay, you got any shout outs?
You already know, man. Shout out to everybody that I had beef with in the past. You already know, Free Fat Boy, Free Duke. Follow me on Twitter at ReasonGMB, Facebook ReasonGMB. Shout out to Bonkyard Dog, J. Reed. You already know it's GMB Black Flag Movement.